Shalom, everyone. This is Amir Tsarfati, and there's some breaking news from the Saudi Peninsula, from the Arabian Peninsula. A lot is happening there in the last few hours. So I'll let you connect, and we'll start a breaking news special one on the war in the Saudi Peninsula, in the Arabian Peninsula. So again, please share this as possible as you can. This is breaking news on literally a war in the Saudi Arabian Peninsula, a war, and I'm not sure if your media sources are telling you what's going on there, but I will update you now on what happened a few hours ago in Abu Dhabi, in Dubai, and what just happened a few minutes ago in Yemen. And it is by far the most dangerous escalation I've ever seen in the Saudi Arabian Peninsula as of now. So I'll wait for you guys to connect. Again, these are breaking news. I am going to talk about literally a war that is happening right now, going on right now in the Arabian Peninsula. And that it's a war that has the potential of explosion to a much larger scale. And we're going to see what happens. Iran is behind the scenes. Saudi Arabia is, of course, retaliating. You're going to hear everything in a few minutes. I just want to see that you guys connect. And on a different note, my thriller Operation Yoktan has never been more relevant than now, because it describes exactly what is happening right now. So if you read it, you will know more or less what is going on right now. But if you haven't, you want to read it, because this really explains the situation there. Although the attack is coming from a little different direction, but it's the same Iranian-backed militias that are attacking the UAE. So let me see if you guys are all there. Okay, so first of all, if you are not following me on Telegram, listen to me. This is where you get real-time news, videos, pictures, and all the stuff that I'm writing when it really happens. I don't sleep much, so you get to, I wouldn't say 24/7, but you get 27, something like that. Now let me explain. Yesterday, I wrote on Telegram. I actually showed an animation that the Houthis posted. An animation artist posted in one of the Houthis websites, where he showed missiles flying towards Burj Khalifa in the UAE. And he said that if the Emiratis are not going to stop their collaboration with Saudi Arabia and their attacks on the Houthis, then they are a legitimate target. Well, it was, I guess, the way for them to hint what's coming next. A few hours ago, multiple ballistic missiles and suicide drones. There over 20 drones and at least 10 ballistic missiles made their way from Yemen to hit Abu Dhabi's oil depot. It's a special industrial area that houses a lot of companies. Oil tankers on the seaport, airports were targeted. By far the most comprehensive strike on the UAE soil ever. Ladies and gentlemen, the UAE has been officially added to the equation right now. It's no longer that the Yemenites are attacking Saudis only. Make no mistake, the Houthis are all sent. They're the proxy of Iran. Iran is attacking UAE via its long arms from Syria, Iraq, Lebanon, and Yemen, that's how they do things. They don't do it themselves. They rather have their attack dogs do their job. Now watch this. Major damage in the UAE, major damage, multiple casualties. Most of them are foreign workers. See, in the UAE, 85%, I think, or more of the residents there are not Arabs. They're not Emirati citizens. We're talking about Pakistanis and Indians that died in this attack. Just an hour ago, the Saudi-led coalition with UAE aircrafts, F-16s and F-15s, striked some key headquarters of the Houthis in Sana'a, Yemen. And over there, there are many more casualties, many more casualties. Some of them are maybe top commanders of the Houthis. And the Houthis just said that a revenge is about to come. In other words, they ratchet up their game now, and it's no longer shooting at Saudi Arabia. Now the UAE has become the new member of the war in the Arabian Peninsula. Now they know exactly that the soft belly of the UAE is tourism. They know exactly that Dubai is not much about oil as much as about tourism and business. And so they're now going to try and attack airports, business centers, and maybe, and I'm saying maybe, don't hold me to that word, but I'm saying maybe, some key buildings, or maybe, may I say monumental buildings, will become targets. When I say monumental building, think about the attack in 9/11. And what was the target? The monumental buildings of New York City, the Twin Towers. So you can only think about what is the monumental building in the UAE. And that is, of course, the Burj Khalifa in Dubai. And therefore, and this is exactly, by the way, my book, Operation Yoktan. I don't want to tell you the whole story if you haven't read it yet. But this is exactly what I was referring to and exactly what I described. Iranian-backed militia that is coming after the UAE, and they're coming after them in their most monumental locations. So, ladies and gentlemen, a war, literally a war, is now going on in the Arabian Peninsula between the Houthis in Yemen. Make no mistake, Iran is the one that is sending them to do that. Make no mistake, Iran enjoys seeing the UAE suffering and bleeding because of their peace with Israel and their collaboration with the Saudis. Guys, this has the potential of an escalation to an all-out war that I hope will not drag Israel into it. But if you think that the Israelis are not assisting the Emiratis and the Saudis with intelligence and with some defense systems, then kiss that thought goodbye. We're definitely helping them as much as we can, but we're not having our own weapons or pilots involved in all of this. Guys, share this video. These are breaking news. There's a war going on right now in the Arabian Peninsula. Dubai, Abu Dhabi are becoming now a daily target. The Houthis they took off their gloves. They are now using everything they have. And I'm talking about swarms of drones, and I'm talking about ballistic missiles, and they are hitting, and they're hitting hard. Now, they're now counting their casualties as well. Many of them died in the latest attack from just an hour ago. But there is a war going on. Join my Telegram account to get all the updated videos, footage, and information. And may I also say, if you haven't read Operation Yoktan, today is a better day to do so, because that will help you understand what is going on there, okay? Share this video. I will update you about more things that are happening. Belarus opened its borders now to thousands of Russian soldiers. Ukraine is surrounded from all sides by hundreds of thousands of Russian soldiers. The Russians their patience is running out. They see that America is selling the Ukrainians weapons, and they believe this is indirectly an act to add Ukraine to NATO. President Putin is playing basically all in. I mean, he wants all the countries of the former Eastern blockade, all those who were added after 1997, he wants them all out of NATO. This is crazy. What's going on here? It's crazy. Countries around Russia are shivering right now. We're talking about Finland and Sweden that become now part of the equation. So the world is becoming super unstable, and there's so much that is going on. I will update you more, but again, keep praying for me. Tomorrow I have a whole hour with Glenn Beck on the radio talking about Bible prophecy and Operation Yoktanin. I would appreciate your prayers. It's a big platform to share with millions the truth of the Bible, the excitement of prophecy, and share with everyone, including Beck, the gospel. Thank you. God bless you, and share this video.